Figured I'd keep you guys somewhat in the loop on how all of this is doing with my indoor herb gardening. I've got a few things going so far, and right here is the alfalfa sprouts. As you can tell, they're getting a little, let's see if I can get it up there well, little leggy, a little thin, so I've been keeping the cloth off of that, the paper towel that I used to start it off of that, so hopefully it'll have a better chance at actually accomplishing what I'm trying to get it to accomplish. And then the sandwich booster, it's actually doing a wee bit better, not quite as leggy. The sprouts are nice and thick. That's what I was aiming for with everything. I've always had a difficulty starting herbs inside, especially herbs. Certain things I'm pretty good at getting started inside, but herbs is one of those tough ones in my opinion. Um, I also got here, which is the cilantro, and a slight bit laggy, but all in all, seems to be better than the first one I showed you. Um, so I mean, I'm happy with that one. It's doing all right. You know what I mean? Then I've got here. Let's see which ones I've got going. 'Cause there's a few that are going and a few that are doing better than others for sure. This one's my evergreen scallions. I'm probably gonna maybe leave this off shortly. But I've got this weird thing going on where it's kind of growing under the soil more than it's growing over the soil. Not quite sure what happened there. So I'll have to keep a good eye on that. But these are the evergreen scallions, which I think are pretty much green onions, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if I've shown you this yet. The dill, which is actually getting a little leggy, unfortunately. It's another one I've been keeping, well, as of today, keeping everything off of for right now. However, I've got some of the sweet basil I started over here. It's starting to pop up. It's got some of the connellinis starting to show, or the first set of leaves. Not quite the first set of true leaves, but I mean, that's my sweet basil. I'm starting to have a good little amount showing up in that. So I'm debating if I'll leave that off or not. But with the connellini showing as they are, I mean, I'd have to say we're getting close enough to let that air out, I'm thinking. Then I've got the other type of basil here, Genovese, Genovese. I'm not quite sure how you spell that, how you say that, sorry, but as you can tell, I'm starting to get some of that basil coming out. However, it's a little leggier compared to the other basil. But, as I said, I've always struggled to get herbs, especially growing inside for some reason. I have no idea why that is. Just other things I seem to have better luck with. This one here, it has my garlic chives going in it. And although I'm not sure if you'll see too much of them, I've got a few of these starting to show up. Little green sprouts, you know what I mean? I'd say five, six-ish in there. So it's starting to show up here and there. Not amazing yet, but it's a good start, you know what I mean? Um, that's a good chunk of what I've got going. Gonna bring you over this way because I got quite a bit of a thing going here. But right here, I've got what I already had a bit of sage going here. But I decided to grow a bit of sage around the existing sage I had going here. And if you look under here, I don't know if you can see this too well here, but I got small little sprouts starting to show up, you know what I mean? And this is awful. Sorry guys. Few small little sprouts showing up here. You can see one right here and a couple little small ones starting to show up. So they're poking through here and there, you know what I mean? Tiny little amounts here and there. So I might be taking this one off soon, you know what I mean? let a bit more of that grow in. But I mean, it's a start, you know what I mean? Getting there, every little bit counts, I guess, you know what I mean? But I figured I'd keep you guys in the loop on my indoor gardening. Doing alright, could be doing better, could be doing worse, but hey, every little start is a start, you know what I mean? Another thing I wanted to show you guys, but I had accidentally forgotten it downstairs when I started this video, so now I'm gonna have to edit this. Unfortunately, I was hoping to put it all into one video, make it easier, but human nature, damn it, right? So here's the garlic I was showing you guys, and as you can tell, the scapes are going flipping crazy here. You look down, I got a lot of great roots starting to show on that. So I'm gonna start these in the next couple of minutes tonight for sure. Just getting to the point where I feel like I have to, because if you're looking from this angle, it's hard to tell. It's already starting to split, but there's a bit of darkness going on by the base of this, and I doubt it. Maybe a bit of dirt, but it could be a bit of rotting. So it's a good sign that I got to get this in there if I want any of this to grow. So it'll be a learning experience for all of us. But I also found this in my kitchen, an individual spot, a piece, sorry, clove with a bit of a scalp, and I've got a few of these here going already. So I'm gonna do this one as well. So thanks for following along, and here's to hoping it works out. Hope you're all doing well. Take care, guys.